Danny Flexent here for Seconds Out, former world title challenger, of course, Liam Walsh. Liam, you're here ostensibly to support your twin brother, Ryan, who defends his British title for, I believe they said, the 6th time on Friday night. British featherweight title against Lewis Paulin. Where's all the time gone?
Yeah, it's gone quick, hasn't it, Danny? I remember doing my first interview with you at my mum's house about, it must be 10 years ago now, mustn't it?
Very comfortable it was too.
Yeah, that was a good crack, wasn't it? It's Ryan's obviously boxing Lewis now, so all eyes and all focus on Ryan. He's got a difficult fight. I think it's more difficult than it looks. People see Ryan, they see a lad who's 12-0 and they think, oh, it's a novice, Rhino. But I don't think that's the case at all. This kid's took this fight for a reason. He's took this fight because he believes he can win. And from little bits we've seen of him, look, no one can find any footage of him. But from what we've heard and seen of him in bits, I think it's a good fight. Really good fight.
How's Ryan been looking in the gym? And have you guys been sparring for this one at all?
Yeah, we always spar with nearly every fight, bar one or two. One of us, usually it's me or him, we've always sparred this camp. We had some good sparring as well. Ryan has some good southpaws up, and he's sparred well. He's on point as he always is. He's always ready, and it's a good fight. And Ryan will be ready.
We obviously enjoyed your comeback after a couple of years out, not through choice. You obviously seem delighted to get back in the ring under MTK as well. What's the kind of plan for you? When are we next going to see you out? What's the longer term plan?
The long-term plan is obviously build back towards a major fight, at least one major fight. Anyway, it's got to go to plan as you know. But the short-term plan, it's probably not going to be July now. It was going to be 20th of July. It might still be, but we're trying to get a very good opponent. Really, that's where we're at with it at the moment. We're trying to get a good opponent, and after we've had one live opponent, I'm looking to go straight in. I don't really want to waste much time. Don't think I've got loads of time to waste, if I'm honest. And I want to get on with it, and MTK also want me to get on with it, obviously. And the last fight, the opponent weren't no fault of MTK's on my own. We had a call off on the last couple of days, and these things happen in boxing, don't they? So.
They're not laughing, by the way, at your last minute change of opponent, I don't think.
No, I hope not. There was people who did laugh at it, but I was gutted, and everyone involved was gutted because we wanted a decent fight. And we did have some decent opponents lined up for that fight, and unfortunately they couldn't get made. People are unrealistic because I'm an ex-world title challenger and things like that. They just come in unrealistic, and the maths don't work out, the tickets to, not even so much that, because MTK have invested into me, and they've really shown us, me and Ryan, a lot of love and supported us. So I think we need to repay them. That's how I feel. I feel like I already owe them, really, to be honest. So I'll do my absolute damnedest to make sure I repay their faith in myself and Ryan.
It's better you owing a promoter than them owing you, I guess. But moving swiftly on from that, who are you looking at specifically? Because you watch a lot of boxing, you know the scene. There must be people out there you're kind of pinpointing thinking, oh, he'd be a good fight, or that'd be a good route back in.
I don't know if I can keep doing it. Honestly, I've mentioned all the people I want to fight. Unfortunately, a lot of them are with Matchroom, obviously with Eddie, and for whatever reason, the fights aren't going to get made. It's definitely through no fault of my own. I have emails, I have messages to down the right avenues of people who I want to fight, and the fights aren't happening. And for no fault of my own, everyone knows. I've said you only have to type my name on YouTube, wherever you'll see the interviews I've done naming these people time and time again. So now I'm at the point where, do I keep giving them the airtime? I keep saying I want to fight him, and do I want to? Not so much beg, but it's like I'm begging for these fights. I'm not begging for them. I just want to fight these people because they're good fighters. So let's have a fight and see who's the better man. But it doesn't seem to be happening. So I think if we're talking realistic targets, obviously Terry Flanagan's now just signed with MTK. He said he's going back down to lightweight, so maybe he's a realistic target in the future. I don't know. That's the fight I'd be going for. I'm sure Terry's, I think he's like-minded, similar to myself, gets on with his job, happy to fight anyone, and so maybe somewhere down the line that fight could be made. It's a good fight, it's a big fight. That's what I will need. I need something that's going to excite me and get me up for it. And usually domestic fights do that. They get the attention of the public, and that I'd be really interested to go for something like that. Or even, I was going to say maybe super featherweight. If the right fight's there, then yeah, that could be done. But wherever the best fights are, I haven't changed from 10 years ago when you first met us to now. wherever the best fights are and wherever the best opportunities are, I'll be there.
Before I let you go, who is the best in your opinion in the world at super featherweight at the moment? Is it Gervonta Davis, who inflicted your only defeat, or is it Tevin Farmer perhaps, Miguel Bichelt?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad you said Bichelt at the end. I think Bichelt could beat both. I think on their nights, I think Gervonta can beat them all on his night. I think Bichelt can beat them all on his night. I'm not so sure Farmer can beat the both of them on his night.
That looks like a fence you're sitting on there.
Sorry?
That looks like a fence there that you're
Where should I go for then? Let's go for Gervonta, if they can keep him active. I think Gervonta, it's all in his hands really. He's obviously super talented. He's young. He's got it all in front of him. I think it's down to obviously if he can get things right with his promotional company and he can live right and not keep ballooning up 20, 30, 40 pounds or whatever he keeps going up, then the world's at his feet. He should be the man. But we've seen it time and time again in history where fighters spiral out of control, and I really hope that ain't the case. I'd love him to go on to be a legend or whatever, you know.
reflects well on you, of course, as well.
It's good. I can say I fought him, but that ain't what it's about for me. And either way, he done me in a couple of rounds. So
If it becomes your only defeat and it was to a future legend, it could be worse.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. But I think I'd like to see him fight these people. I'd like to see him fight a Farmer, a Bichelt, and then we can really start getting excited, can't we? But yeah, so I didn't really give you an answer to that, have I?
You kind of said Gervonta. We'll let you off on that. So we're looking at, you said maybe July, but what's more likely then? September?
I think September is going to be most likely. It's not really. It's going to be public if I tell you. Yeah, I've got a lot going on, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, it's probably going to be September.
You can tell me by text later or something. I won't tell anyone else, I promise.
So I don't want to mess anyone about, and I don't want to commit to July and then that can't happen, and before you know it, Liam's injured again. Liam's messing about again, and
also, if it's a bigger fight in September, you want to have a full camp to prepare for it, don't you?
Exactly. And not only that, I don't feel like going from July to September, much ground has been lost anywhere, because in August not a lot happens, although nowadays more and more keeps happening in August.
Lomachenko might be coming over.
Yeah, I'm hearing. So I don't feel like a lot of ground will be lost. I could still do September and then still get a big fight by the end of the year, which is what I'd like. So yeah.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck with that, and obviously keep in touch and let everyone know what's going on.